Alright, welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2. I think pretty much a steam engine was what we were going for here. And then we need to get some military techs rather badly because we got showed up by the Prussians last time. And they just kind of completely demolished my troops. And I was fighting an offensive war in somebody else's territory, which is not helpful, but it's very difficult actually to fight a defensive war. I just want to split these into two groups like that, because the computer is, I won't say smart, but it's at least aware of its limitations as far as what it can do defensively. It's possible to force them to do that, but it's unlikely that it's actually going to work. Now, I'm not sure how close I am to my truce with Arabia being up. Let's see. 1862. Oh, so at the end of the year. Okay, cool. So, for technology, I guess we're just going to go straight for steam engine, since that probably won't be done for quite a while, because it's very expensive tech. We could have already had it, though. The sooner we get this, the better. It does get cheaper as things go on, but we're gonna want it now, so I think we're gonna get this. And then I think we're going to be working on a couple of army techs. We can't get guards until we get machine guns, unfortunately. I think we've done, with steam engine, I think we'll have done enough in industry for a while. We can let that go for a little bit. But we definitely need to start getting some navy and commerce techs. So we'll work on steam engines for now. Let's start the game. Okay, so France apparently has gotten a colony over here. Yep. Fine. From Brunei. Now, one of the things I was thinking about doing is to try to sphere Brunei so that I can prevent people from doing that in the future. And they're hostile towards France. So let's actually start, because Brunei is pretty important. So we'll start doing that. And of course my Smolensk goes bankrupt. That's surprising. What's everybody going bankrupt? Alright, that's like the second time Ireland has gone bankrupt, I think. Texas goes bankrupt. Well, we all know what's going to happen to Texas now. Well, we know what's happening to Texas at the moment. Vinland is happening to Texas. Let's be honest, Vinland is always happening to Texas at all times. Now, somebody's just looking at pulling at my troops out of India. There's not really any reason to do that. It's not hurting anything to have them here. And I do have enough troops other places if I use them effectively, which I've not been doing. We could, like, use this army. This army is not doing anything. It's at the Karachi line. Actually, that's in a good spot. I put that there on purpose, apparently. So this is Texas. I don't really want to put Texas in my sphere. What else could I do? I mean, they're not going to be in my sphere, but could we decrease somebody else's opinion of us? Of them? You should not like France. There we go. And I think that actually lowers France's opinion of us. Yeah. So let's be buddies with France. And you know, the Amalfi hasn't bothered me. Let's do that with Amalfi, and then immediately lower our relations with them. Click them. By messing with their interests. Here. We can actually get Amalfi even lower. Yeah. Oh, they're opposed to them. Good. I don't want to focus on the Netherlands. That would put me in conflict with Vinland. Let's see. So we're maxed out on Egypt. I'm not going to do anything about that. Not for now. I'll wait until they're like a little bit higher. I wish there was like a thing you could put it up. Is there a way to put it up here? I really need to get my armies together. These little colonial armies are fine. But these little armies standing around, the biggest problem with them is that they are taking up multiple military dudes that I could be using for armies like this. Let's put somebody. Ooh, that's really good. Aristocrat's great. An inefficient pawn, you're the perfect guy to hang out over here in... What is this place? I know it's in Indonesia, but the Salabs or Salibs, however you pronounce that. This here is the Java army. Over here by our bros Java. Strange with unfulfilled potential. Maladroit just seems pretty bad. Indifferent. Ambitious careerist. Scared toady. Welcome to Java, sir. You want to put your shitty generals in places where they can't do any harm. And put your good general. Is there anybody worse than him? I'm aware that I can just mouse over them and see them like this. I was just looking because it seemed more interesting to do it that way. Fearsome yes man. That seems contradictory. Just people who are really terrible. Like this guy. That guy's terrible. That way they're not clogging up our good dudes. Sometimes speed is good. Like, something like a penalty to attrition is not so bad. That guy's really good. No, almost nobody will not have any penalties. Like, everybody's gonna have some kind of penalty. See, like, a guy with organization and attrition, that guy's not bad. This guy sucks. And somebody with all penalties is kind of still better than a guy who, Okay, we're already moving him. Oh, there's nothing at all. I'm not even going to assign a leader to that. And if you assign your really shitty guys to leadership positions out in the boonies, like look at this guy. This guy's awesome. We want to have the guys who are crappy out here, so that when things are automatically assigned, they'll be assigned in places that we want them. We'll put the fearsome yes man out here in Samba. Zanzibar. Can I move this guy off Zanzibar? I can. Okay, so we'll move you up here with the African units. Actually, here. You are too good for that position, sir. This guy. He wants to be ambitious. He can, I think this is too important a position for somebody who's that bad. So, put this strange guy here. I mean, honestly, they're going to be fighting Arabia, so it's not a whole lot of stuff going on there. Like, we want to put our really good guys over here in these armies. Like, that guy's really good. So where's the really good guy? This guy. And I suppose we can look at this. This is actually important, because these penalties and stuff really do matter. Oh, look at that guy. That guy's even better. This guy actually does have a penalty, so we'll replace him with this guy. Where'd he go? Yeah. Okay. I was playing Civ 5, so I keep moving the map. Okay, keep trying to move the map with keys. Look at that guy. That guy's really good too. You guys, you can stay over here. That guy's really good. Questionable loyalty does not apparently give you a penalty. Brilliant strategist. Careful. So the guys who are actually on the front, we want to have really good guys. And I'm thinking I might want to move one of these armies over to this front, because that's where all the heavy fighting usually is. Although perhaps I might just want to move this unit over to there. We'd have to put a better general in there. Like him. Speed is largely not going to matter if I do things defensively. But, it does matter for things like chasing troops and stuff like that. I like the position of this guy. So I'm going to leave my troops where they are in India. The reason they are in India is because India has the highest possibility for uprising. And we're getting to the point we could actually do our annexation of Arabia, which is probably the most important thing we've done so far, because this area here, the Nejd, is where all of the oil is later on in the game. And we actually do own part of it, so from a technical standpoint, we should get an infamy discount, but we're not, it looks like. We don't have cores or anything on it, so of course we do have to worry about that. Apparently Georgia is doing well against the Immortals. I think that's fine. So we're going faster in steam turbine than I was expecting. When is this going to be done? 1863? I thought it was going to take a couple of years. Apparently 12,000 points is no big thing for the enormous potential. Prophylactics. Has our population growth lowered? Oh, birth control, yeah. That makes sense. Woohoo! Some more assimilation stuff. Where's Agdam? Is that still from over here? Yeah. No, don't have a core. Well, actually, we do have a core. That was a cultural assimilation thing, right? We owned that before. Apparently I'm still building troops. I was not aware. Okay, so apparently I can't build Turkish things. The Ottomans. Since it's actually over there on the Ottomans. Oh, Urukid insults. They're talking about us. Oh. Revolution in Spain, Jacobites. York went to war against Gabu, whatever. Some Dinosaur things. France expand, yep. Saigon. Oyo research. Danish research into idealism. So we finished idealism before one of the European countries did. We do get a bonus for technology for having a big country, which is nice. Let's see. What was I wanting to look at? What is this? How are you losing to Cardenac? I guess they're not really losing. I just haven't finished occupying that one province. So, looks like Oklahoma was eaten by Vinland. So Texas is now just the province of Houston in Texas. And Florida is just Alabama and part of Florida. Allied with the California Republic. That doesn't seem to help them, considering they're in Vinland's sphere. How much infamy does Vinland have now? They're number 2 now. Were they number 2 before? I thought Lancaster was, but yeah, holy crap. 510 industry. Wow. Our industry hasn't grown all that much. Unfortunately. It's because we don't have the pops for it. We can't take advantage of the massive population over here because they're not states yet. And our assimilation rates are not that good. And if we focus on immigration, it might not actually be that good. One of the things we can do, though, is pick something that is high population. Over here in Delhi, Yeah, I guess. Let's focus on bureaucrats in one of these states. I think the basic industry in Kandahar has gone on long enough. Rajputana, the... what kind of... Where do the Sikhs live? I'm just at idle curiosity here. I know we have some. Hindu. I thought it was like sort of north-central India. I'm not sure if you're aware of anything about the history of the British Raj, but apparently they were very influential in that, as far as like military things. So I can't find them, but apparently we do have lots of Sunni over here in comparison to what we have in our country. Sunni. Maybe the Sikhs live up here. Whatever, who cares? I know that we have some. Okay, so we're just waiting for our tech to go and our truce to run out so we can kill the crap out of Arabia. Now, I'm not sure what to do about Ethiopia. I should probably just kill them. Nah. Deal with their own problems. Let's see. Jubal is a place that I could actually do something, so let's build that guy, and I'll just build one in the Andamans. Who cares? Oh, the tea in the Persian Republic. We had this happen before. We'll let the farmers keep some. That's a good idea. Be bros. We'll just build some more... Oh, Turkish. Yeah, we'll build some crappy Russian infantry. That's new. I don't know we had Russians. Oh, it's probably over here. In, yeah. Or maybe up here, even. Ooh. Immortal Tartaria. Oddly enough, that is actually the name of their, one of their, like, nationalist states is called Immortal Tartaria, and I kind of didn't think about that when I made the actual, like, idea for that. We'll blame the management. It's just consciousness. Alright. I'm just gonna... Well, I'll decline it. So apparently they are building stuff. It's just... Nothing was, new. Railroad stuff. Wasn't really paying attention. Ooh, a little bit of prestige. It's nice. Yeah, there's tons of stuff being built. Okay. Oh yeah, and somebody did point out that I can build entire states. Yeah, this is going to be going on for a while. Oh, there is a thing here. Why didn't I think of that? Okay, let's turn off this construction thing, as that's not useful. Navy construction. Building construction, there we go. Let's get our fleets together. These are for getting some dudes to and from the colonies. Not really planning on using them all that much. For, I suppose, what could be considered their intended purpose, maybe? Apparently they beat the larger army there. Oh, okay, they're the faster guys. Ooh, mechanized plantations. One of the things about the sound effects early on was that they used to be much, much louder. Like, oh. I guess I need to build something in the Mediterranean, because there's no way I can walk across that gap. We'll just leave you there. The delegation has gone to the World's Fair in York. Huzzah! Kaboom. I should probably read that message next time it comes up. I feel as though having... Ooh, population growth. The army list up there is a good idea, because I can see which armies are taking attrition. But the army construction itself is not necessarily that important. Okay, so we need to deal something with that, with this, because France is getting a little bit fresh over here. Let's see. How much does it increase? Yeah, it's 50, so I can do that with both of them and not really have to worry about it. But then I have to wait to lower their opinion of Amalfi. I could actually do it with France twice if I wanted to. Okay, so Muscovy got... There is no way you're getting military access with me, bro. With Amalfi. Because I really want to have that done to at least get the canal up. It'll take them a while to finish that. And as a matter of fact, that's so important that I should really remove my priorities from other things. Yeah, like Kurdistan. Nobody cares about Kurdistan. Nobody really cares about the Zoro Pope either. Brunei. Or Arabia. Arabia's gonna die soon. As a matter of fact, our truce is probably up fairly soon with Arabia. Not yet, because we still have a truce right there, but the 24th. Yeah. I should probably do something with my diplomacy points. The borders of Muscovy expand further into... Well, I suppose it's not really Asia yet. How many actual states do the Immortals have? Samara, Galich. Is that it? Man, they got owned. It's winter up there. Sweden apparently at war with Prussia. Oh, because they're at war with Poland. I wonder what that war is about. Well, we're about to do diplomacy stuff, so we can find that out. Restoration order in the Polish provinces, so they're going to be taking... Annex Congress Poland, okay. And Swedish Lithuania, wow. Ambitious, but they're winning, so... Perhaps... We were at war with Prussia, so we need to get some more of our opinions back up with that. We have to talk to France, and Lancaster went up above Vinland again. Look at Vinland's prestige, man. I'm wondering how France got so much prestige. Like, the other numbers, I believe, pretty much. 400 industry. Eventually, it is possible for Vinland to get that high, but not normally at the beginning, because they don't start up with a very high population, and then once the immigration numbers really start kicking in about 1870, is when stuff really starts to skyrocket for them. Although it doesn't always happen. Outshone, we lose 10 prestige. That sucks. I didn't read that. I should have read that. Why am I not paying attention to what I should be doing? Liberal Party rocked by scandals. We don't really care. Rumors were around for some time, but newspapers finally published evidence of a wide-reaching scandal affecting the Persian Liberal Party. Popular candidates have allegedly been involved in smuggling of illicit goods, used questionable tactics to buy votes, and speculated on investments with government funds. Maybe that's why they won that one election. This has been declared beyond the pale, even by liberal supporters, and has caused a huge uproar within the Persian Republic, severely damaging the liberal cause in the Persian Republic. Outrageous. And the liberals get owned. Amalfi maintaining that presidential dictatorship. Luongo Free Trade. One of our traders was turned away in the port of any province. That is not something I did, so it's either by the mod or thing. Apparently he was discovered by customs officials trying to smuggle opium despite the Luongi's ban on opium imports. So this is like the opium wars sort of thing. A liberal politician in our lower house has addressed the matter. Right to trade freely and openly across the seas and on land is one of the unalienable rights of mankind. Our rights have been denied in Londo, and I, for one, wonder how long the government will stand for these slights at the hands of uncivilized heathens. Well, I mean, we grow opium in our capital. Clearly, opium is legal in the Persian Republic. We don't give a shit about what you, uncivilized barbarians, think about opium. We are going to sell that anywhere we want. So screw you. If someone has a problem with drugs, the problem is the person, not the drugs. I don't know. That seemed like one of those weird things that people would say. Okay, so social reforms don't actually hurt us. Social reforms will give us immigration attraction, which it meshes with our bonus from liberty. We want to attract immigrants because immigrants assimilate into our culture really quickly compared to some of the native things who have like cores and stuff like that. We want to get those guys, and oftentimes they will come from Europe. And they will be things like clerks and stuff like that, so that they're very good to get immigrants. And I don't really care about things like factory maintenance and stuff like that, because I don't actually pay for the factories. And since I do pay for the factories because I'm subsidizing them, the people don't have to worry about that as much because I'm paying for part of it. And things like public education, with increases our educational efficiency, is really good. Children cannot work. So let's find the one that has the most support. 0.21. This one's clearly the best one. But that's not what people want. I think it's illegal, or no, pollution standards looks like it's the highest. Now pollution standards is just kind of just immigrant attraction, really. Okay. We gotta work for our constituency. We are a free Persian Republic, and we do what the people tell us to, because we are a government by and for the people. So if that's what the people want, that's what the people will get. And if that's what our politicians are able to get passed, because we're realistic, you know, being in a republic doesn't necessarily mean we can get everything we want. I think I need to build more artillery. Okay, so let's go back and start reorganizing our armies again. Yes, I definitely need more artillery on this front. That's one of the things that I'm doing wrong, is I don't have enough artillery out here. Ooh. I have actual infantry out here. That is not going to fly against European armies. Let's get that guy out of there. Because that guy is more of a detriment than anything else. We don't need warm bodies over there. We need more warm bodies over here. As a matter of fact, let's take this cavalry and this artillery over to there. And making weaker units is actually quite helpful, that's one of the few ways you can actually bait the computer into attacking you. Also making it so that it's the only province they can attack. Now, you'll notice that Georgia did not try to bum rush us along this line, because they knew they couldn't do it. I mean, they're not going to fight an offensive war in the Caucasus. We tried that, and it's awful. We lost a lot of troops doing that. Even against an inferior nation, we still had a lot of trouble doing that. So, one of the things we have been able to do now is that now we are in an election. Ooh, that's really good. Education efficiency 10%. Is that we can now start leaning towards socialism and communism if we want to. And I think I want to do that. I've had some people telling me to go fascist for that, but we already did fascist, really. I mean, isn't absolute monarchy a form of fascism, really? I mean, we literally had Nazis in our cabinet. Like, actual National Socialists. So, I'm thinking that's pretty damn close to fascism, if not fascism in name. And actually, fascism and National Socialism are two different things. I believe that National Socialism is further along than that. It's past fascism into super fascism. I don't actually remember the distinction between them. So, if we want to focus for that, we want to get planned economy. It's going to be fairly difficult. And somebody's like, well, if you want to get a challenge, do laissez-faire. Laissez-faire means I can't do anything. It takes out all the micromanagement of the game. It just makes it so that I can't be strong. Like, it doesn't make the game harder. It makes the game like completely random as far as economics goes, which I suppose is realistic. So planned economy is already pretty strong. But state capitalism is what we're talking about. So we want to focus as little as we can on that sort of thing, because we don't want to reduce that sort of amount. I hate this border with the immortals. I think I need to spear them so that I don't have to fight them.